Hi guys, I'm back. Look, I'm in my surroundings. I'm so excited. Can you see the new carpet behind me? The other carpet well, it was very old. It was like 18 years old, and it was a Berber that was 18 years old, and it was just trashed between my 6 grandchildren and my animals. It had seen better days. And so I am so excited with this carpet. It's like a brand new room. It's so awesome. I'm so in love, and I'd love to take you on a tour when I'm all done. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll learn. And I want to take you on a tour of everything that I did. I'm so excited over the changes that I've made. And so I don't have much battery on here, but I just wanted to come on. I was so excited. I worked so hard last night to get this room in shape like this after the carpet was laid so that I could come in and say hi to you guys and give you a little sneak peek. I'm back where I love to be when I share and talk with you guys and we have our conversations. So I'm very happy here. And I thought I would come to you today with just a quick thought of something I call unexpected emotions. And so I'm going to make it short because of my battery life on my phone. And I do all of these on my iPhone. I assume you guys knew that. But my girlfriend and I don't know if you can do this outside of Marco Polo, but outside of iPhones, but with iPhones, we have what we call a Marco Polo. And we can leave video messages, and then when the other person's got time, they go pick them up. And so my friend had left me a video message on Marco Polo, and I went and listened to it. And I had asked her how she loved her day out running errands and stuff with her husband and everything she had done. And so she was saying how she just had a wonderful day and she ran some errands with her husband. He was doing some things for work and she went with him and tagged along and they had a nice visit day while driving, and she got to do some things on her phone, and it was a beautiful day, and she was really happy about that. And then she said after that, I went over to her daughter. She went over to her daughter's house and spent the rest of the evening with her daughter and son-in-law and the 2 grandbabies who are now 6 and 7, I think, or 7 and 8. They're growing so fast. And so I listened to that and some other conversation pieces that she had. And then I got on and I was going to respond. And so I responded to some of the things that she said, shared some of my own things that were going on. And then I started talking to her about the day she had had and how awesome it was for her. And I just sat there and I said, you're living the life that I had. And, I ran errands with my husband a lot before he got sick in better days. I didn't have to work, and he liked to work, and he was doing a lot of real estate. And so I would run errands with him, sometimes almost all day. And if I didn't have anything going, I liked doing that because the kids were raised and gone. And so I liked that, and it was pleasant. We had all day to be around each other and just talk and so on. And my 6 grandkids, my daughter had them about 1.5 or 2 years apart. Like the oldest is 20 and the youngest is 11. And so they were all 1.5 to 2 years apart. A couple of them were 24 months apart, I think 22, 24 months. And so she was working, she's a court reporter, and she was working a full-time job. And so I really helped raise the first 3 grandchildren. And then she got a nanny for the other 3. And so I was with those babies a lot, really a lot. They were just, I was so connected to those older 3 babies. And then she got the nanny, and so I didn't have them every day. And so I said, well, can we pick a day and maybe give nanny a day off and pick a day that I can have the kids so that they can still stay connected to me? And so we did. We picked, and the days changed. It was Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, depending on things that were going on in their life, because I didn't have that much that I couldn't change mine. And so they had, we ended up, the last change we made was Wednesdays. And we stuck to Wednesdays for years. And Wednesday was Grandma Day. And so if I could, I would pick them up from school. And if I couldn't, then they would bring me here after they got out of school. And they would stay here for the evening hours. And then my daughter and her husband would come pick them up later. And so I had a lot of time with them. And we had a lot of sleepovers. And then the other 3 came along. And, when she had her first child, and I loved that baby so much, and it was my 3rd grandchild. But I said, I don't think there's room in my heart to love another one, until the second one came along, the second little girl. And I fell so in love with that baby. And so I had a lot of special times with my grandchildren. And then my grandson, in the same family, I have 2 grandsons from my older daughter. And so the grandson came along, and he was kind of tough. He had a mind of his own, and he was challenging. But I'll tell you what, he was about, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10, I guess. And he just changed with me. And he's got my heart. He's an awesome young man. He's handsome. He's adorable. He loves his soccer. And he'll be playing out in the street. And if I pull up and he's got friends over, he'll say, stop, guys, wait. He'll stop the game to come and give me a hug. He'll say, my grandma's here, I got to give her a hug. And so he would stop the game, literally, to come over and give me a hug. And then he'd go on with his game, and I'd go in the house and visit with other people. And then came along the last 2 little ones, both little girls. They're 11 and 12 now. And I had them more at my house again. My grandson didn't come over that much. But the younger girls, the last 2 girls did. And so I had them here a lot. And the point I want to make is I had a lot of special times with sleepovers and doing things with them and taking them places. And, I live, and I probably have told you this in a different video, but I live in a senior mobile home park, and they had a park there. It wasn't fenced off or anything, but it was just kind of an area for the dogs. They didn't allow many dogs in here, and they had to be small, but it was just kind of a useless area, really. But it had cypress trees on the entire street side. And we had seen a movie. I had played a movie for them called The Secret Garden. And we all really loved that movie. And so I got this bright idea. I was going to make that useless park area our secret garden. And so before they came home from school, I would pack up little snacks and drinks and different things and a couple of blankets. And we would all walk down. There was always somebody in a stroller. And we would all walk down to our secret garden. And we'd just go in there and, you know, the kids would run around and I'd set the blanket out and we'd have our little snacks. And I guarantee you there was many more ants than there was us. And so we lost that battle. But the kids have really fond memories of that. And if I remember, I'll tell you about the Easter egg hunt from that my daughter did for them over this last Sunday. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm already at 10 minutes. And so I was telling my friend how those were such awesome memories for me and how she was now living my memories. And she was so lucky, and I don't get to do that anymore. And then I started talking about, I said the one thing that I did still enjoy going to, and that was the Friday night lights, they called it. And it was the Friday night football games at the high school because my oldest granddaughter, who's now 20 and still in cheer, it's in her blood. She just loves it. And so she was, what was I saying? So she was in the high school cheer team. And her last year, she did make captain of the cheer team. That was her goal from 9th grade to 12th grade. And she made it. So she was really excited about that. And so my husband and I, or Gar and I, every year would go to all of their Friday night lights unless it rained. If it rained enough where the kids could play, but it wasn't good for us, then we would stay home. But otherwise, we were there. And some of the treks that we made to get to the stands were really tough. And so then I started telling my friend about that. And I started telling her how hard it got for Gar to go. And how much he loved going to Friday night lights. It was for the cheerleaders. It was just to be there, to support them, to get out, to be with the family. And he just loved it. And there was one time when he was getting really sick toward the end, and the where we parked and where the game was being held, the football game, cheerleaders and everything. Oh my gosh, I don't know how far away it was, but Gar could not walk it. He could hardly walk from the normal parking lot into the bleachers. And so this one was a big distance, and it was in a city that has some rolling hills, and so it was up and down a couple of hills on the pavement, and he just couldn't make it. So I called my daughter, and she got a hold of one of the guys there that volunteer on football nights, and they have those golf carts. I call them go-kart buggies or something. They had the golf carts, and so they came up to the parking lot and picked us up and drove us in. And they had to drive us back out. And toward the end, it was just all Gar could do to get there. But he never missed one. He came to every one. And so when he passed, I continued going to the Friday night lights. And when I started telling my friend this, the tears just rolled down my cheeks. I didn't know it was coming. As so many of us know, that we don't know if and when we're going to have emotions. And so I was telling her that, and I was crying, and I said, you know, I continued going to those Friday night lights. I loved going for my granddaughter, and then the second granddaughter got in the last couple of years as well. And so I loved going for them and seeing them and supporting them and being with my daughter and her husband and some of the other kids. So I would not have not gone. But my heart said I was going for Gar. And that was really hard. And I didn't know I was going to get so emotional. So I was sharing that with her. And then I signed off on that Marco Polo video. And she came back on and said a couple of things. And she said about me living the life that you had. She said, you're right, I am. because I had told her, enjoy every minute. It's awesome. Really soak it up. And she said, I am enjoying it, and I am loving it. And I knew she was, because I talked to her about things she does with the grandkids and things. And I knew she was loving it. And so she said, but I want you to know that I learned a lot from things you went through and did with your grandkids. And, you know, now I can do that with mine. Plus our own ideas, because they live in a I used to say we were city mouse and country mouse. She was the country mouse, I was the city mouse. And I live in a cement jungle here, and she lives up in the lower mountains, so it's beautiful, hilly, loads of trees. It's just gorgeous. And so we do a lot of different things because we live in different areas. And so she talks about the different things she does with her grandkids. It's really fun. But she said, you know, those, and I want to share this with you guys because I thought it was a great aha. She said, those were awesome times, and you have incredible memories from those times, and so do your grandkids. And those are times that they will never forget. Your grandkids learned a lot from you when they were with you. And so those were times you guys had and memories you had. And the times that you had with Gar at the football games, the Friday night lights, oh my gosh, those will forever be special to you. If nobody else gets in cheer that you can go to, you will remember those days and how much he loved them. And so hold on to those memories, because that's what we do things for in life, is the memories, the fun in the moment. But memories can last a lifetime, unless some of our loved ones have challenges. But otherwise, they last a lifetime. And then we go on and we make new memories. And so I'm at 17 minutes. Oh, well. So I am living a different life now. And I miss Gar terribly every single day. But I am in a new phase of my life. And I'm embracing the good and the bad, the fun and the not so fun. And I'm making new memories. Memories doing things, memories going places, memories with people, friends, family. And so I want to encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you to hang on to the memories that you've had with your spouse and with your children and your grandchildren. And hold on to the good times. Remember the good times. You know, we all have bad times. We don't have to hold on to those. Hold on to what we love and what makes us happy. And then know that it's time to reach out and start doing some things to start enjoying little pieces of your life that you can start creating a new environment for you, for your next phase of your adventures in your life. So those were my unexpected emotions that I wanted to share with you guys. And I have a lot of things running around in my head. I was so anxious to get back in here. And I'm so glad that I made it. I'm here, and I can't wait to take you on a tour. So I hope everybody had a great Easter. I'll come back with some great stuff on that I want to share too. But this was utmost on my mind, and I didn't want any of it to slip away. And so I just wanted, I wanted to be able to share it all with you guys. And thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And if you're not friends with me on Facebook yet, I want to invite you to come and find me. You just look for Connie Norleen. Norleen, that's my last name. And I'm the only one on there, so you can find me and friend me, and then send me a private message, because sometimes the friend requests get lost on Facebook. So send me a private message and tell me that you just friend requested me, and I'll go find you and I'll friend you for sure, because I like to continue these friendships, and it's fun to do it on Facebook. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my videos, and click the bell so you could be notified when I'm doing another one. And thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you that are subscribed to this channel. And I just look forward to your comments and your thoughts and your love shares that you give, and you share with each other and you support each other on here. It's not just to me and me to you. You guys actually have a relationship, and you share with each other and you support each other with what we're going through. And I'm grateful for that. So with that, I'm going to sign off for today. And remember, if nobody else tells you today, I love you. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.